you want me to go?
Hey, George.
Okay, Laurie and Gordon, I gotta say, I'm totally delighted with Animation Day in Cannes. It has been fantastic for me. Without your help, without your guidance, without your base, I would have been lost here. I would have been just all at sea. You know, it's all over there, the sea. I would have been in that sea. Thank you very much.
I'd like to ask you to tell us, George Snow, a little bit about your exploration into VR in the last how many years?
The last 2 years. Well, I got into VR because I just couldn't get my panoramic movies shown, and I really wanted people to experience the architecture, the space, the shapes, the forms I was creating, the shadows and the light. And, you know, the VR movie, sorry, I beg your pardon. The panoramic movie, you better cut that little bit. The panoramic movie was made, it took years and years to render, 100 minutes of animation to make the 10 screens I needed, oh my God. And it was a technical tour de force. However, the money wasn't found to show it. So I was frustrated that I couldn't show my panoramic movie, so I got into VR.
And how did you get, because your background is, in fact...
My background is initially graphic design. I started off as a graphic designer. In the 80s, I was known as a radical illustrator. My work was very political illustration, graphic design. And then I kind of disappeared from that scene and started programming computers. And I emerged in 1985 as a video director. And then for the next half a decade, probably next decade, I was a video director. I directed lots of videos for bands like The Art of Noise, The Stranglers, and some of them were really, really big hits. I've Been Thinking About You by London Beat was a massive hit for me, like worldwide hit. So, you know, I was kind of very, very pleased with that. Now, and I had made 3 dramas up to that stage for Channel 4 and BBC. And with my kind of new radical illustration, video approach. And then I kind of just got tired of working with actors, you know, and I disappeared. I cut myself off, shut myself off, and began to do animation, which you could do on your own. You don't need cameramen, you don't need producers, you don't need actors, actresses, you don't need trauma, electricians, sparks, lighting men, you just do it all yourself. And I was kind of ready for like that kind of isolation, so I just disappeared. Actually, I just disappeared off the face of the planet for about 15 years. Then I was asked to come back and do this panoramic movie, and I worked on that for several years.
Who asked you?
Tom Van Fleet. Tom Van Fleet was the director of the Worldwide Video Festival. That's where I made my reputation as a video maker in the mid-80s until the early 90s. So I knew Tom very, very well. And I was always invited every year to the Worldwide Video Festival to show my work. Then the Worldwide Video Festival shut down, and then Tom found the money to build a panoramic screen, and then he asked me, did I have anything he could put on the panoramic screen? And I said I had this half-finished project I'd been working on for the Arts Council, and it kind of ran out of money, ran out of ideas, ran out of motivation, but I could possibly convert that into the panoramic screen, and that is just what happened. I made the panoramic movie. It took a couple of years, it took about 5 years actually, and then I couldn't get the damn thing shown. So that's my progression, you know.
And now we're here, and now VR is sort of on the forefront, and you're somewhat in a short amount of time, and it also seems from your general life journey is that you're a bit of a pioneer, shall we say.
Yeah, I always like to do different things, different ways of working.
Great.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I can't tell you this now. I've just started my first drama in, oh God, don't ask me how many years, 25 years, and I have an absolutely radically different way of putting together a movie. You will have to see it. It's the
and
Fall
we
of the
won't
House
put
of
it in
Usher.
there.
It's the Fall of the House of Usher. I've set it in Palestine against the occupation, and it is absolutely, massively different from any other movie you have ever seen in your life.
And you know what? We'll talk about that when I go visit you and we drive around the lake.
Okay. Okay.
Merci, Pab.
Okay.
It's awesome. Thank you so much,
No,
George.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
You'll be seeing this on filmfestivals.com. Can you say thank you for watching filmfestivals.com?
Thank you for watching filmfestival.com. My great friend Bruno.
Thank you for being with us at Cannes Animation Day, May 18,
2016.
after a very successful day.
And a hugely successful day.
Exhausted.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Let's go drink.
Let's go get a drink.
Bye.
Bye.